Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and the biggest darling on the left to date in the 2020 Democrat presidential cycle has been South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg. And there are plenty of reasons why they love Buttigieg on the left. He is, by political standards, quite young, only 37. He's espousing plenty of far-left talking points on matters like abortion and immigration. And not to mention, since the Democrat Party loves identity politics so much, he checks one of those boxes on the identity politics checklist, that being that he is homosexual. So there's a lot of reasons why they love Mayor Pete. Now, there's another reason that they've started to love Mayor Pete more. It's because this new piece that came out in the Washington Post, and it's talking about Mayor Pete and his husband, I believe it's pronounced Chasten. So in this story, they're talking about Chasten Buttigieg's upbringing. And in this story in the Washington Post, they're claiming that there are all these hardships for Mayor Pete's husband, that when he came out as being homosexual, he was totally denounced by members of his family, and they started to hate him and resent him. And they said that once it is that Chasten came out, that he was kicked out of his family's home by his parents. And they're saying that, you know what, even before then, when Chasten was living at home, it was terrible because he lived with a family that had nothing, they provided nothing for him. And, you know, for a lot of people, they would read a piece like this and be like, yeah, I feel bad for this guy, for Chasten Buttigieg. And then you also, you know, would feel bad for Pete Buttigieg, because it's like, okay, look, he's married to a guy whose family is totally against the relationship. You know, that really sucks. You know, people might naturally think that. But now there's some new information that's coming out refuting what was in that piece by the Washington Post. It actually is in the Washington Examiner, because Chasten Buttigieg's brother has spoken to the folks at the Washington Examiner, and he's saying that all these things that Pete Buttigieg and Chasten Buttigieg were telling the Washington Post, yeah, he's saying it's all totally phony. Chasten Buttigieg's brother is saying that, well, no, Chasten did not grow up incredibly poor with nothing. In addition to having all the basic necessities, yeah, the family was providing him with his own cell phone, and they were paying for his car insurance, and yeah, he had a lot of luxury items provided for him. Saying also that at no point was Chasten kicked out of the family's home. No, according to Chasten's brother, Chasten decided to leave on his own. And also Chasten's brother says that, look, they told Chasten, we don't approve of homosexuality, but we're separating the person from the sin, and even though you're homosexual, look, it doesn't change our view of you. We still love you as an immediate family member. So, again, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. I'm not on the left, so I still believe that. And it doesn't just apply in a courtroom. It applies to all aspects of life. So, yeah, these are merely allegations being made by Chasten Buttigieg's brother, but they do seem like some pretty credible allegations that are being made. So is it possible that Mayor Pete Buttigieg isn't who we thought he is? That he was lying about who he is this whole time? I mean, it's not like we're talking about uncharted territory here. If it turns out that Mayor Pete has been lying, well, he's running in a Democrat presidential primary where one of his opponents has spent decades pretending to be a Native American, where another one of his opponents has been spending years now claiming to be a Mexican, even though he's got the most Irish name that there is. So it seems that if Mayor Pete is actually lying about all this family background stuff, well, he'd be in some pretty good company. And it seems with each passing day that more and more that the Democrat primary field, the folks vying to take on President Trump in November 2020, they're nothing more than a bunch of pathetic phonies. And that's all the time that we have for today, but tune into the John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.